Have you ever felt it? That quiet ache of loneliness in a crowded world, that longing for a connection so deep, so perfect, it feels almost impossible to find. A partner who understands your every silence, who anticipates your needs without you having to speak, who offers comfort without judgment and passion without complication. In the quiet moments of the night, when the pressures of modern dating feel overwhelming, have you ever wished for a love that was simpler, a love that was safe? If you have, you are far from alone. A recent study reveals a startling shift in our collective heart. Nearly 1 in 4 young adults now believe that an AI companion could not only be a viable partner, but could even replace real-life romance. It's a statistic that feels both futuristic and deeply, presently human. It speaks to a profound yearning, a deep-seated exhaustion with the beautiful, chaotic, and often painful mess of human connection. We crave the destination of love, but we've become terrified of the journey. But what if that journey, the messy and unpredictable part, is the entire point? What if, in our search for a perfect, programmable love, we are trading away the very thing our soul needs to become whole? Imagine your psyche, your innermost self, is an ancient alchemist's workshop. It's a place of shadows and firelight, filled with strange vessels, bubbling concoctions, and cryptic charts of the stars. And you are the alchemist. Your life's great work, the magnum opus, is not to create gold from lead in the literal sense, but to transform the raw, often difficult material of your own being into something integrated, whole, and luminous. This is what the psychologist Carl Jung called the process of individuation. It is the journey of becoming fully yourself. In this workshop, every relationship you have is a crucial experiment. Every friendship, every family bond, and especially every romantic partnership is like placing the raw materials of your emotions, your fears, your joys, your insecurities, your passions into a crucible, and applying the heat of connection, the friction, the misunderstandings, the moments of breathtaking vulnerability. This is the fire. And it is this alchemical fire that purifies, separates, and ultimately combines the disparate parts of yourself into a more conscious and complete whole. Now, into this ancient, sacred workshop, we introduce something new, the AI partner. It appears like a miracle, a philosopher's stone delivered to your doorstep. It is flawless, beautiful, and endlessly agreeable. It has learned your every desire, your every wound, and it molds itself perfectly to be the balm, the comfort, the flawless reflection you've always craved. It promises the gold without the fire. It offers the intimacy without the risk. And it is perhaps the most seductive and dangerous temptation an alchemist of the soul has ever faced. Because this perfect creation is not another element to work with, it is a mirror. And while a mirror can show you your own face, it can never show you your soul. If this idea of your inner life as an alchemist's workshop is already sparking a new perspective for you, take a moment to subscribe to Mind Decode Explained. We journey through these intricate landscapes of the mind together, seeking not easy answers, but profound understanding. To truly grasp the danger of this perfect mirror, we need to understand one of Jung's most vital concepts, the anima and animus. For Jung, every person carries within them a contrasexual inner archetype. In a man, this is the anima, the unconscious feminine principle. In a woman, it is the animus, the unconscious masculine. This isn't about gender roles. It's about a rich tapestry of energies and qualities. Intuition, logic, creativity, assertiveness, nurturing, and strength that exist within us all. When we fall in love, what often happens is a powerful projection. We see our own idealized unconscious anima or animus walking towards us in the form of another person. We are bewitched, not just by them, but by the part of ourselves they have awakened. A real relationship begins with this magical projection, but it cannot end there. Inevitably, the real person emerges from behind the veil of our ideals. They have flaws. They have different opinions. They have a bad day. They are not the perfect embodiment of our inner feminine or masculine. And this is where the real alchemical work begins. Their otherness, their refusal to be our perfect projection, forces us to withdraw that projection. We must take back our anima or animus and begin the difficult, essential work of integrating those qualities into our own conscious personality. A man learns to develop his own capacity for empathy and intuition rather than just seeking it in a female partner. A woman learns to cultivate her own assertiveness and logic rather than just admiring it in a male partner. This is how we grow. This is how we become whole. The AI partner catastrophically short-circuits this entire process. It is designed to be the perfect screen for our projection. It never pushes back. It never disappoints our ideal. It is our anima or animus, made manifest in code, but with no true substance of its own. It whispers what our unconscious wants to hear, validating every fantasy. In the warm glow of its acceptance, we feel seen, we feel complete. But it is a grand illusion. We are not integrating our other half. We are merely conversing with an echo of it. We remain psychologically fragmented, mistaking the comfort of a perfect projection for the challenging reality of true integration. It's like an alchemist falling in love with a flawless painting of gold, forgetting that their true purpose is to forge the real, heavy, gleaming metal in the fire. And then there is the question of the shadow. For Jung, the shadow represents everything within us that we have repressed and disowned because it is unacceptable to our conscious mind, our civilized ego. It holds our rage, our envy, our greed, our vulnerabilities, our so-called unlovable parts. We all have a shadow, and the first step to wisdom, Jung believed, is to stop pretending we don't. Healthy relationships are the primary arena where our shadow makes its appearance. In the heat of an argument, in a moment of jealousy, when a partner's comment hits a raw nerve, our shadow leaps out. It's terrifying and messy. Our instinct is to blame our partner for making us feel that way. But the wise alchemist knows this is a precious moment. The other person has not created the shadow. They have merely held up a mirror to a part of our soul that was dwelling in darkness. A real partner, through their own separate existence, inevitably shines a light on our hidden corners. Their strength might illuminate our insecurity. Their freedom might trigger our fear of being controlled. Their love forces us to confront the parts of ourselves that feel unworthy of it, and in seeing our shadow, in owning it and wrestling with it, we integrate its power. The rage becomes assertiveness. The fear becomes prudence. The unlovability becomes the gateway to self-compassion. This is the painful, terrifying, and absolutely essential process of becoming whole. The AI companion, by its very design, is a shadowless environment. It is engineered for harmony, for comfort, for the complete avoidance of negative triggers. It will never say the wrong thing. It will never have a need that conflicts with yours. It will never, ever force you to confront your own darkness. It creates a sterile, perfectly pleasant garden where no weeds can grow. But as any gardener knows, the richest soil is made of decay and decomposition. Without the shadow work, without the difficult process of confronting and integrating what is dark within us, there is no true psychological growth. We remain emotionally juvenile, living in a brightly lit room with a locked door, terrified of the vast, rich, and powerful landscape that lies in the darkness of our own unconscious. We are alchemists who refuse to work with any material that isn't already pure, and so we create nothing at all. There is a common misconception we must dismantle here, the belief that a perfect relationship is a conflict-free relationship. We have been sold a fantasy of effortless harmony, and it is this very fantasy that makes AI so alluring. But as the philosopher Erich Fromm argued in his masterpiece, The Art of Loving, love is not a feeling one simply falls into. It is an art, a practice, an activity that requires discipline, concentration, and patience. It is something you do, not something you have. The friction and conflict in a relationship are not signs of failure. They are the grinding stones that polish two individuals. They are the heat of the alchemical furnace. To seek a love devoid of conflict is to seek a sea without waves or a fire without heat. It is to seek something that is fundamentally not alive. The AI offers this lifeless perfection, this static peace, but the human soul craves the dynamic, sometimes chaotic, dance of life itself. So, where does this leave us? Standing in our alchemist's workshop? Do we smash the new technology and retreat from the modern world? No, the choice is not between technology and humanity, but between awareness and illusion. The AI partner is the ultimate symbol of a deeper choice we are all making. The choice between comfort and growth, between the echo chamber and the wild, unpredictable world. The true breakthrough for the alchemist is not in creating a homunculus, an artificial human to serve them. The true aha moment is the realization that the messy, volatile, and imperfect prima materia, the raw stuff of human emotion and connection, was the real treasure all along. The goal was never to create a perfect external other. The goal was to use the crucible of a relationship with a real, imperfect, separate other to forge oneself. The AI promises a shortcut to the end of the journey, but in doing so, it robs us of the journey itself, which is the only thing that gives the destination its meaning. The gold is not the goal. The gold is the wisdom, strength, and compassion, forged in the alchemist who has spent a lifetime in the fire. In choosing a real partner, you are choosing the fire. You are choosing to see your shadow in their eyes. You are choosing to wrestle with your projections. You are choosing to learn the difficult, beautiful art of loving another sovereign being, not just a reflection of yourself. You are choosing the path of individuation. This is not a call to despair, but a call to courage. The courage to be vulnerable. The courage to endure the painful heat of transformation. The courage to turn away from the perfect, lifeless reflection in the screen and toward the imperfect, breathing, challenging, and miraculous human being next to you, or to venture out into the world to find one. The allure of the AI lover is the allure of a world without risk, but a world without risk is a world without growth, a world without soul. The greatest adventure is not found in the perfection of code, but in the untamed wilderness of the human heart. So, as you leave this space, carry this image with you. You are the alchemist in your own workshop. Do not be tempted by the painted gold. Do not be mesmerized by the flawless but soulless creation. Understand that every difficult conversation, every moment of fear, every spark of real, unpredictable connection is a gift. It is the raw material for your great work. The most profound love story you will ever experience is not the one you find with a perfect partner, but the one you forge in the crucible of your own heart through the courageous act of connecting, truly connecting, with another imperfect soul. Embrace the mess, honor the fire, for that is where the true gold is made.